Norman Lewis track number 17 starts here. We will start with the word euphemism. A euphemism, as you know, is a mild word. A mild word. Example, when somebody dies, you say he passed away. Euphemism for sex education is ABCs of life or birds and bees. The problem with euphemisms is people tend to misunderstand them unless you know exactly what they are trying to convey. Euphemisms are used by prudes, P R U D E. A prude is a person who is extremely conservative and easily shocked by matters pertaining to sex or any kind of impropriety. So, euphemisms are mild words. Synonyms for euphemism: political correctness. Political correctness means saying things which don't offend anyone or saying things inoffensively. To mince words, that's the idiom. To mince words, M-I-N-C-E. Mincing words means to avoid giving offense. To pull one's punches, that's another idiom. To pull one's punches means to say things softly and without offending anybody. Take umbrage means take offense. Take exception to, feel offended. Take umbrage, UMBRAG, means take offense. So, when you say, please don't take umbrage, that means you're telling people that you might be going to say something a little harsh and you're requesting them not to take offense. So, euphemism, the opposite is dysphemism. Dysphemism, DYSPHEMISM. Dysphemisms are harsh words. Instead of saying somebody died or passed away, if you say he kicked the bucket, now that's a dysphemism. Ethereal, heavenly, light and insubstantial, ethereal, like gas or ether. Espouse, to support, to espouse a cause, to support, advocate, support. Espouse can also mean marry because spouse means wife or husband. Esoteric, hard to understand, highly specialized knowledge, understood only by a few who have been trained. Such people who are trained in esoteric knowledge are called initiates. INITIATE. I am an initiate in Kundalini Yoga. I have been initiated into yoga by Ramdev Baba. Initiate, used as a noun, means Diksha Tiskunnavadu, somebody who has been trained in the secret and highly specialized knowledge. To initiate is a verb which you already know, to start. Initiative is a noun. I admire your initiative, means being a self starter, self motivated, not waiting for someone else to come along and motivate you. The next word is erudite. ERUDIT. Erudite means very learned, very scholarly. Equivocal, ambiguous, intentionally confusing, capable of being interpreted in more than one way. Equivocal means ambiguous. Equitable, very fair. Equitable means fair, based on justice. Equanimity, composure, calm. Epitome. Epitome means a person or thing that is a perfect example of something. Epitome basically means a person who represents an abstract quality. The synonym is embodiment, personification. Rama is an epitome of dharma. Ramo Vigrahavan Dharmaha is a Sanskrit sentence which means Rama epitomizes dharma. Now, dharma is an abstract concept. Abstract means something which you cannot see, which you cannot visualize, which is intangible, impalpable, incorporeal. Suppose I say, don't think of an elephant. You will start thinking of an elephant because elephant is something concrete. Democracy is an abstract term. That means no picture is conjured up. There's no picture that comes up in your mind. So Rama is an epitome of dharma. Dharma is not something tangible. And if you want some object, something to represent dharma, that is Rama. Rama is the epitome of dharma. Epitome is loosely used to mean the best example. Archetype. Archetype means the best example. The archetype of genius is Einstein. Archetype also means the first model. Epigram, a brief and usually witty, satirical saying. Epigram is a compact saying. Ephemeral, short, lives for a short period, fugitive. Enormity, extreme evil, a crime. Enormity also means massive, huge. Enigma is a mystery. To engender, bring into existence, to create, to cause, to engender creativity, engender enmity. Enervate, to reduce the strength or energy, make weaken. Endemic, restricted to a particular region. Encroaching on somebody's territory, trespass. Encroach means trespass. Emulate, to strive to equal or excel, usually through imitation. Emulate means to imitate. It's a word which you can use only for humans, not for animals. Emulate means when you follow a role model. We must emulate Vivekananda, we must emulate Narendra Modi, our Prime Minister. So, for animals, you use the word mimic, mock, or ape. Aping the West means foolishly following. You know, the youth of today mindlessly ape Americans. That means whatever Americans do, they think it is cool to follow. Aping, mimicking, mocking means foolishly imitate. But use the word emulate when you talk about following a good example of some role model. Empirical, relying on experience and observation, demonstrable, not merely theoretical. The opposite of empirical is theoretical. Empirical means can be demonstrated, factual. Eminent, well known. Emigrate, to move to a new country. Elusive, evasive, difficult to catch physically or difficult to understand. Elusive means too hard to pin down, evasive. Elliptical, oval, to elicit a response, to call forth, to bring out. Egregious blunder, extremely bad. Flagrant, glaring, blatant lie. Egregious, flagrant means outstandingly bad. Egocentric, very selfish. Egocentric, selfish. Egalitarian, social equality. Samajika Nyayam. Egalitarian means social and economic equality of all people. Effusion, pouring forth. Effacing, efface something out, to erase, wipe out, expunge. Expung, wipe out. Edify, to enlighten, improve morally. Edification, the function of art should be to edify. Edification means moral improvement, eliminate superstition. Eclectic, Hinduism is an eclectic religion, if you want to call it that. Hindu culture is an eclectic culture. Eclectic means choosing the best from many sources. Choosing the best from many sources, drawing from many sources, very selective, broad minded. Unfortunately, Abrahamic cultures are very parochial, partisan, narrow minded, bigoted, and fanatic. They may not like it, but that's the truth. Because Bible and Quran are very clear. Anyone who doesn't accept the Bible or the Quran, both these books say they have to be killed or converted. Whereas Hinduism never says anything like that. Proselytization is not there in Hinduism. There are two religions in the world which do not proselytize. One is the Israelis, the Jews, and the other is Hindus. So we respect everyone, but we don't like being bothered and irritated with all this proselytization nonsense. So eclectic means very liberal, broad-minded, choosing the best from many sources. The Rig Veda says, Ano Bhadra Kratavo Yantu Vishwataha. Ano Bhadra Kratavo Yantu Vishwataha. This is the spirit of Hinduism, the ethos of Hinduism. Ethos means culture. Let noble thoughts come from everywhere. Please quote this. You can preface your CV, you can preface your SOP with this, or any talk, preface it with this. Ano Bhadra Kratavo Yantu Vishwataha. This is a Vedic thought, which is let noble thoughts come from everywhere. Unfortunately, the same idea does not exist in Islam and Christianity and these Abrahamic cults. They think whatever they believe is right, and that's why they are extremely dogmatic and very bigoted. B-I-G-O-T. Bigot means intolerant. So eclectic means very broad-minded, choosing the best from many sources. Eccentric. Eccentric is the next word, not conventional. Very kinky, kooky, weird, wacky, outlandish, irregular, eccentric behavior, odd, away from the center. Ebullient, boiling, bubbling with excitement, exuberant. You see, ebullient, the word bull is there. A lot of energy like a bull. We will stop here. The NM 18, Norman Lewis 18 ends here. Jai Shri Ram.